I left accommodation around 9 o'clock in the morning. As usual, the morning was cloudy and there was a chance that it would start raining again. As I headed towards the old town of Kotor, I caught sight of a hill that I would soon have to climb. Soon a dried up riverbed opened up into view. It was unclear where the river had gone. It is possible that water only appears here as a result of heavy rain or melting snow. But considering that it rained every night while I was in Kotor, it is unclear why not a single drop of water appeared in this riverbed. In addition, it was May, not some September, and it could not be attributed to the hot summer drought. I began the climb up the serpentine Kotor path. The climb itself wasn't too steep. However, I must say that I didn't really like the rocky trail, because the shoes I chose were designed for long distance walking, and the flexible soles didn't protect my feet very well from the sharp rocky surface of the trail. I still didn't have a clear plan of where to go. I had planned to climb this mountain, the upper part of which was wrapped in thick rain clouds, so it wasn't clear how I would be able to climb it. If you fall down there, then it probably won't gonna end good for you. I can definitely praise this carbonated mineral water I bought in local store, Knaz Milosh, which has been simply invaluable in my recent climbs near Kotor. The rocky gorges were temporarily replaced by a beautiful pine forest. The markings on the trail were also visible. On the way, I met a couple from Belgium who told me that a few hours walk away there's a place called the Njegosh Mausoleum, which is one of the top attractions in the entire region. So now it was clear, I was going there. Despite the signs and markings, getting lost turned out to be possible. morning was still cloudy. And at one point the climb was even absolutely brutal, almost vertical on small slippery stones. One careless step and the fall down is 4 to 5 blocks. Due to the fog, at times nothing was visible. But soon I reached a paved road. After a short walk on it, the road entered the forest again. Moreover, it was rapidly getting warmer, and one by one I had to take off layers of clothes. The weather forecast promised around 27 degrees Celsius. The cloud cover indicated that I was well above sea level, and the views were simply enchanting. When I came out into a small meadow, I noticed a stone building in the distance on the top of the mountain, which according to the navigation was the same famous Njegosh Mausoleum. The road up to the mausoleum was paved and the climb was easy, apart from the scorching sun. There was even an ATM and a restaurant at the top of the mountain. After studying the offer, I decided to eat here on the way back from the memorial. On the opposite side was Mount Lovchen. Mausoleum was built for Petar II Petrovich Njegosh, who was Montenegro's ruler in 1800s. And it's officially the highest mausoleum in the world, located on the Jezerski Peak, 1,660 meters above sea level. It was built in 1970s, and the construction took 5 years. The statue of Njegosh stands in the room with black marble walls and ceiling from golden tiles made from 18 kilograms of pure gold that was given to Montenegro from Italy. A narrow tunnel leads through the memorial to the viewing platform. Unfortunately, it was not possible to eat in the memorial restaurant because some kind of closed event with live music was taking place there. On the way back, a small snake had just run over the road. This was one of the few snakes and spiders that day, so I paid more attention to it. I would have liked to climb Mount Lovchen, but unfortunately I didn't have time, because when I calculated it, I realized that even if I was in a hurry, it wouldn't be easy to make it back to Kotor in the daylight. The dark wouldn't have bothered me so much if I hadn't lost my headlamp. Unfortunately, moving around the mountains without one, when there are snakes, spiders and other monsters buzzing and buzzing, it is not very smart. Up there was the cable car of Kotor that goes down to Tivat. As it was completely cloudy, I didn't use it and kept walking. Kotor should have been down there under those gloomy rain clouds, and that probably means it's raining heavily down there. And what's worse, the Kotor stairs could become very slippery due to the rain. But at that point I had no choice but to keep going. I bought a Coca-Cola for €2 at the last roadside shop. I didn't understand why only a few cars used this road, because it was very scenic and also good shape. After a little getting lost, I managed to find a path down from the highway. But time was running out and I had to hurry. On the other hand, it wasn't easy, because the path was rocky and unsmooth and slippery, and the environment was perfect for 1,000,000 snakes to live in. Soon I came to the most beautiful natural view I have ever seen in Montenegro. The path down from Žanev Do was easy to walk, and the drop was relatively steep. That meant that I was rapidly approaching the Kotor serpentine path. I realized that this hike should have started at 7 o'clock in the morning, because the rush is preventing me from enjoying the beautiful scenery and caused unnecessary stress. Sometimes I went down almost at a half run, which was not safe in any case. Also, the fact that the sun was still quite high could have seemed deceptive, because one of the geographical features of Kotor is that it gets dark very quickly after the sun sets behind Mount Vermats. With great relief, I saw in front of me the signpost where I had drunk mineral water in the morning. The Kotor serpentine path was very close. The view from the top of the Bay of Kotor was fantastic. In the morning it was all in the fog, but in the evening at sunset it was a great end to the hike. All that remained was to walk down the serpentine path to Kotor. It was already past 7 p.m. when I had gone quite far down the mountain, and now I could slow down to avoid unnecessary injuries. Fatigue was taking its toll and my feet were slipping more and more often. I met a very friendly cat on the way. Even after the sun had already gone behind Mount Vermats, there was still enough light on the trail to walk to the city. There were about 15 minutes left to walk. I got to the town at dusk. I went into the grocery shop, and when I came out, it was completely dark. I returned to the accommodation in total darkness. In total, I had walked 36 kilometers and 1,900 meters of ascent.